Hi guys, Paul here. Today I'm going to be doing a shave with a Williams Purist razor. This is a custom razor by Richard Williams, and it's a kind of a Japanese style, straight style handle, but it's the actual blade is like a Western style blade. So a real neat razor, pretty minimalist in its appearance. It's all stainless steel, and I'm going to go ahead and use that in my shave today. And I'm going to be using a big razor and a little teeny brush. Today I'm going to be using the Simpson Scot, and just for a size comparison, just hang on a second here. That's the Scot, and we'll just compare it to the Duke. And as you can see, it is a teeny little guy. So if any of you guys that have this brush know how tiny it is. And when I first got it, I thought, man, that's a joke. How is that thing going to work? But it actually works quite well. So I'm going to use that today. Teeny brush, big razor. And today I'm going to be using the Jabonman Violetas Soap. It's the first time I've used this in a video. I just got this soap recently. It was recommended to me by Claudio Portugal, boy, it was a good call. He recommended the violet scent. I love floral scents, and this one smells great. And so far the performance has been real good. So I'm going to go ahead and just start loading my brush on the puck here, or in the tub, and give it a good loading. Soap is kind of a soft soap, similar in consistency to the super smooth soap, and just kind of that soft soap sort of feel to it. And we'll go ahead and start lathering here. I'm going to wet my face, and we'll go ahead and start lathering the soap up here. Grab a little more soap on the brush there, just for kicks. So one thing that's kind of cool about the Scot is that you can really precisely put the lather on your face. You don't get a lot of splatter and whatnot with this. And when it splays out, it actually gives you pretty decent face coverage. The other thing is that the handle is pretty small, so if you're used to using a larger handle brush, it does sometimes feel a little weird in the hand. It being so small, you feel like your hand is maybe kind of straining to hold on to it, but it really is a pretty remarkable little brush. When you get it, like I said, you think there's just no way this thing is going to work, and it really works pretty well. It's an amazing little brush. I think for guys that travel a lot, this would be a great little travel brush. You could put it in a little, prescription bottle. It would fit easily in there, and because it's small, it dries real fast. So really, it would be a great travel brush. And really, there's no reason you couldn't use it every day. It's pretty, like I said, it's a pretty good little brush. And as you can see, the Jabonman soap is whipping up a nice lather here. I'm just going to add a little more water, and we'll get started here. It's a real nice creamy lather with this soap. There you go. So I'm just going to put the brush down. And kind of clean it off a little bit so I don't keep getting soap on my hands. On the handle. That is one thing with the handle, it's pretty small, so you do tend to get a little soap on your hands. So. Alright, so I'm going to grab some alum here and put a little alum on my fingers, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. Let's clear this off so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to get started. A little more alum. And we'll go ahead and do the other side here. Okay. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and do our second pass here. Oh, plenty of lather on the brush there. Alright, dry off my hands. Yeah, the razor is really pretty easy to maneuver around your face. One thing about this razor though is that when I first got it, it had a really pronounced spike on the end of it, and while I was using it the first time, I did nick myself a couple times with that point. So, and I couldn't really figure out what the heck was going on with that razor there. So, but then after I looked at it, I realized that I was getting myself at the spike. So I went ahead and muted the point a little bit on that, just to make it a little bit easier to use. And it's made all the difference in the world with this razor. And the other thing is I did have to go ahead and give this razor a little bit of a honing too. Right out of the box it felt real sharp, you know, to the thumb pad test, and it cut arm hair pretty good, but when I shaved with it, it felt a little rough. So I just went ahead and smoothed it out a little bit on my higher grit homes, and that really helped a lot. The thing really shaves nice and smooth now. So I did have to touch it up a little bit after I got it, but and mute the point a little bit to get it to where I was comfortable using it. But with a little bit of TLC, it's really it's working great now, and I really like it. I really enjoy that feather Camisori style Artist Club razor, and I do have a Japanese Camisori razor, but for me it's not the smoothest shaven razor, and I wanted something with a more standard type grind on the blade, and it really for me it works a lot better. As you can see, plenty of lather for 3 passes in that little itsy bitsy brush. Really works well. So it's an amazing little brush. Okie dokie. I've really got to be careful right through here. My Adam's apple, just sticks out just enough to where when I'm shaving down there, if I put just too much pressure, the blade will dig in there and cut me, and that's like really the worst place on my face. I really got to be careful there. Okay, and there we go. So that's the Williams Purist. Really a nice razor. I really enjoy this thing. Real comfortable razor to use. Maneuvers pretty easily around your face. I did find I did have to do a little work on the edge after I got it, and I definitely needed to, for me, I needed to mute that point a little bit. That point on that thing is just crazy sharp, and if you're not careful with it, and it's a recipe for disaster. And I have some other spike point razors that I've never muted the points on. I never had a problem with them, but this one really was super duper sharp, and it was real easy to catch that point on your face, especially when you're working in kind of tight corners and tight spaces. So for my aftershave today, I'm going to be using the Ginger's Garden Fougere Fern. Love the smell of the soap, love the smell of this aftershave. This is just really a nice earthy Fougere scent, and Irina really did a great job on both the soap and this aftershave. And being a big Fougere fan, this one really hits the mark for me. Smells great, feels great on the face, has a little touch of menthol in it, but the menthol in here really doesn't affect the smell at all. You can't even detect the menthol really in the scent of the aftershave, and really has a great face feel. Leaves your face feeling nice and refreshed. It has a little bit of a moisturizing effect to it. Really don't even need to use any balm with it at all, and it's not particularly drying or anything, and just really a great aftershave. So anyways, guys, there you have it. The Williams Purist razor, straight-handled straight razor. The Simpson Scot, still plenty of lather in there. Probably get another pass or two out of there if you kind of felt like you needed to. And the wonderful Jabonman soap. Thank you, Claudio, Portugal, for recommending that. Anyways, guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.